Hi, boys and girls. So, we're starting a new reading unit, and you're going to be reading series books or fictional books as well. And what fiction means is that it's when a story is fake, it's not real. So, we're going to be reading this book called Gymnasium is a Soccer Goofball. Before we do, the lesson for today is good readers pick out the main character by thinking about who the story is mostly about and paying attention to where the character goes and who his or her friends are. So you want to focus on maybe important people in your book. Now, I set my post-its up like this. And if you have post-its at home, go grab them and you can jot on your post-its. If you don't have post-its, that's fine. You can just jot in your writing journal. So I set up one of my post-its to write who the main character is, another one, where the character goes, and who the character's friends are. So let's go and let's start reading this book.
Gymnasium is a Soccer Goofball by Marty McKnight, illustrated by Chris Jones. Chapter 1: The Squeals on the Bus. My best friend Milo and I ran across the school parking lot and climbed onto a big yellow bus. We were both completely out of breath. "Jim, why did your mom get us here so late?" Milo asked, gasping for air. I shrugged. "She was talking to your mom, and your mom talks a lot."
So I'm thinking about the main character, and I'm going back, and I'm seeing Gymnasium. Looks like he's probably the main character, that this book is mostly about him. And also, so I'm going to go and write that the main character is Gymnasium. I also noticed that he talked about his best friend Milo. And let's see, how do you spell Milo? Capital M-I-L-O. So Gymnasium's friends, well, so far we know of one, capital M-I-L-O. And it's capital because it's a proper noun and it's a special name for a person, for a noun. So now going back, I'm going to continue reading what happens and think about maybe where they're going now.
Milo and I took a seat. Meanwhile, everyone else was jumping around, squealing and yelling. Tweet! A whistle suddenly blared throughout the bus. Tweet! Tweet! I looked up and spotted Coach Pittman stomping down the aisle. "Good morning, ladies and gentlemen," he said. "Is everyone ready for today's big game?"
So I noticed that there are a lot of kids in here, and there's even a Coach Pittman. But are they Jim's friends? Well, doesn't seem like it so far. So I'm not going to list every character in the book. I just want to really think about who's important. So let's continue.
Yay! We all cheered. Coach Pittman was taking the entire class on a field trip to a soccer match. The Bennett City Blazers were taking on the Dodge City Strikers. It was sure to be a great game.
So did you notice something? Did you notice where they're going? It says here that they were taking the entire class, he was taking the entire class on a field trip to a soccer match. So I'm going to go back to my post-it and I'm going to write the character who is Gymnasium goes, where does he go? Goes on a yellow school bus. And they are going on a field trip to watch what? A soccer game. So boys and girls, do you see how I have a main character? I have I've written where he's going, and I've also written down or typed up a friend of his. So that's what you're going to be doing today, boys and girls. You can come back to your Google Slides. If you have books at home, feel free to read those. But if not, you can always go to Mayan, where we'll assign series and fiction books for you to read. You don't have to use Mayan, you can use any of these. But don't forget, you can start your timer like this right here, and then you can get started reading. Okay. Have fun!